And in that time span, the Nets have been perfect here at Nassau Coliseum, 11-0, and that includes Friday's playoff opener against Raptors 905. And what's been behind it? Well, of course, it's been Long Island's three-headed monster in the two-way players, Alan Williams and Theo Pinson, also the 2018 first-round draft pick, John and Musa. And there's Theo Pinson high-fiving D'Angelo Russell, Rondae Hollis, Jefferson, and Jared Dudley. Boy, that's a bit of a role reversal. Theo Pinson is known as the guy on the sideline during Brooklyn Nets games who get things fired up, but this time it's his NBA teammates fired up for that jam right there. Theo Pinson, the emphatic dunk to put the Nets up by 3.
Into Pinson for the 3, and the win, it goes! Theo Pinson!
Cold-blooded from Theo Pinson, the two-way player, dapping up his Brooklyn teammates. The officials are clearing the court. They want to take a look at the clock, make sure the 3 was good. It looks like it's good, and it looks like the Long Island Nets are headed to the NBA G League Championship. All right, Coach, both of your two-way players are playing in the NBA. You lost 2 players to injury last night, second game of a back-to-back, and you guys are up 19 points against one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. How proud are you of the effort here in the first half?
Isn't this league a blast?
This is also the time of year where there's a lot of player movement. Theo Pinson, he's been playing up with the Brooklyn Nets, not available for tonight's game, but Mitch Creek, who just signed a second 10-day contract, will play.
Tonight's defensive play of the game brought to you by Budweiser.
One of 4 block shots for Big Sauce, Alan Williams. This one coming in the second quarter, part of another huge day for Alan Williams. It took a while for Big Sauce to get going, but he's now up to 14 points, 18 rebounds, his 8th consecutive double-double, including the postseason. And again, 4 block shots for Alan Williams. Even though he's a monster on the inside, doesn't block a ton of shots. That has not been the case tonight. Big Sauce, a big factor down the stretch here for Long Island.
0.4 on the clock.
You get a look at the travel here. Kind of tough to see from our camera angle, with the referee right on top of it made the call. It was early in the shot clock, Kevin. I kind of thought maybe Theo Pinson and Wimbush would kind of have a 2-man game there, maybe take some time off the clock. The touch on the underhand, the ball gets up to the rim so gently so that if he doesn't swish it, you get the kind roll just like that.
Perfect timing.
And that's the beauty of that shot, is that you're not doing the high arc on the free throw. So if you are off the mark, it's just going to bounce off, aggressively. When you just kind of nudge it up there so gently, you get the friendly roll more often than not, and that's why he's shooting 85% from the line. It's been a really fun first half, obviously high scoring, 66-64. Turnovers for the Nets, I think that's kind of been the big story for Long Island. Sloppy, particularly in the first quarter, 11-4 here. Kind of kept Wisconsin in the game. And there's the second charge taken by Taj McCall. Such a willing defender. Reads Billy Garrett like a book, beats him to the spot, takes the charge. It's Nets ball.
Cross-court pass to Scott for 3. It's good.
Only the second field goal made for the Nets here in the third quarter. It comes from Shannon Scott, who we talked about in the first quarter. Has a tendency to heat up and really bring along the Nets with him. So let's see if that's the basket that kind of gets Long Island going here. We're a third quarter. They've really struggled offensively. Taj, they go on that big run to get back in the game at the end of the third quarter. You guys rattle off a 22-7 run. What was the difference there?
The shot clock's down to 5. Long Island's going to play it out here. Copain down to 1. He's got to throw one up at the horn. It is off the mark. Pinson the rebound, and a timeout taken by Long Island with 2.7 on the clock.
An interesting strategy there from Long Island. The outlet pass to John and Musa. He had one-on-one with the defender, but you knew that Will Weaver on the miss was going to call a timeout regardless. Musa is shaking his head with a big smile on his face, knowing that he had a chance to go one-on-one to end the game. Nevertheless, as you get a look at it here, we were thinking foul all the way, Kevin, but with a 4-second differential, Long Island choosing to play it out. The gamble paid off as Copain missed the shot, and the Nets will have 2.7 on the clock to win the game and go on to the Eastern Conference Finals. The floater off the back iron, Pinson with the rebound.
And we were, as you said, expecting a foul there to extend the ball game, but with that 4-second differential, because of the reset timeout that had to be taken by Stan Heath, Long Island able to play it out.
The Nets have had a couple chances with plays drawn up to win the game, and it hasn't come to fruition yet. But once again, the Nets will be taking the last shot to win the game, just like at the end of regulation. Let's see if they can pull it off. A trip to the finals on the line.
McLaughlin will throw it in. Musa, Wimbush, Williams, and Pinson join him. McLaughlin into Pinson for the three, and the win, it goes! Theo Pinson.
Cold-blooded from Theo Pinson, the two-way player, dapping up his Brooklyn teammates. The officials are clearing the court. They want to take a look at the clock, make sure the three was good. It looks like it's good, and it looks like the Long Island Nets are headed to the NBA G League Championship.
The officials will take a look to confirm the time. They're going to send each team to their bench. And this is an important one here. There may still be time on the clock for Lakeland.
It's going to be close. Looking live, Kevin, it looked like a true buzzer beater.
They're going to put 0.4 of a second on the clock. So just enough time for Lakeland to get a heave off, but they do have to go full court.
Get a look at Theo Pinson right now, the happiest guy in the gym, but there is still work to do for the Long Island Nets and still hope for the Lakeland Magic. Again, 0.4 is enough to catch and shoot. Down by 2. Troy Copain taking his time. He's going to have to inbound it on the other end of the floor. This will be a Herculean task for Lakeland if they're going to pull it off.
He's going to have to heave it full court. Copain with the baseball pass up ahead, batted down by Long Island, and they're off to the G League Finals.
Unbelievable turn of events here. Long Island bailed out by Theo Pinson, the two-way player, sending Long Island to the NBA G League Championship for the first time in franchise history.